Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working in my Advent art journal again, and today's prompt was collage. Now, right from the beginning, I want to tell you that this was a page. I really struggled with this page because it's not painty and messy and stencily and stampy. I tried to keep it as much paper-based as possible. I also didn't use gel medium to glue things down, so I never had a paintbrush in my hand. I just used a glue stick. I did start off at the beginning, and I grabbed some papers from the Art by Marlene collage papers just to get some things together. I also took out some things from her Paper Elements book just to save a little bit of recording time. So I started out with a greenish piece at the bottom there, and I worked my way up to more of a bluish tint because I wanted to have like a landscape kind of feel to the page. I'm just looking around for some more blue bits to represent a little bit of sky. And I'm just sticking things down and overlapping them and filling up the gaps. I really did not enjoy the process of doing this video. I did find it quite hard to not get messy and painty, but I do think it is a good thing to stretch ourselves sometimes. I grabbed this house because in my mind that was the only thing that would fit on a landscape. And then I also got this girl with her car, but it didn't really matter how I put her down. She just didn't feel like she fit there. So I decided to cut her out of the car, but I would still use the car and pop it behind the house so you won't be able to see that there's a huge gap in the car. So at this stage, the idea came into my head that I really, really love my house. And I'm super grateful for the home that we have. And so I thought, okay, I can work with that idea. And as we as art journalists know, we do use our journals to express our feelings, whether it's good or bad, and just have a safe space for our thoughts to go. So I decided that this page will be one of gratefulness because my home really is a happy place for me. And also, I really love my car. Okay, so I cut some scallopy bits out of extra collage papers. Also, again, from Marlene's paper packs. I used different paper packs for these. I just wanted to layer up some more elements in the foreground there. The other scallopy bits with the mark making, the one that I'm sticking down now, is also from Marlene's Paper Elements book. So now I decided, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and stick everything down. In the end, it doesn't matter what it looks like as long as I've done it. And if there's something that I don't like, I can always cover it up. Decided my girl needed to come up a little bit higher. And so I added some of Marlene's beautiful washi tape. And now that I start hunting around for something that could resemble a sun. So I thought this back paper and that paper pad would have a big yellow circle, but the circles weren't big enough. So I went back to the Paper Elements book and I start looking for yellow flowers, yellow circular shapes, kind of anything that I could use to represent a sun. So I did take out a little flower, this one here, which I thought was cute. And then later on, I took out some cloud shapes because I had all that space at the top there. I really wanted to fill it up. And then I found this little pink face, and I thought she would be a perfect sun, even though she's not yellow, but I do fix that more to the end of the video. Now, the way the clouds are now, I wish I had kept that way, looking in hindsight at the recording. They actually worked really well compared to what I ended up doing. But you live and you learn. It is what it is. Yeah, I've gone in now with a yellow paint pen. I'm drawing some sun rays from my little sun face. to make her a little bit more yellowish. I'm also going to add some white highlights all around her, just putting the paint pen on and smudging it out with my finger. So it created a little bit of a haze around her. Now you can't really see the haze on the video, but on paper with the book here in front of me, you can actually see that there is a haze. I'm just going in again with another layer of yellow over those sun rays, and then I'm coloring in some of her face. And now I'm fiddling about with the scallops to make clouds, and I decide to ditch one set and just stick that other one right up at the top there so they do look like clouds. My girl is getting a little bit of a Stabilo oil pencil all around her. I'm water activating that just to create a little bit of a shadow around her to make her pop off the page. And then I go in with a white pen, just adding some highlights on all the dots on her dress. And I also go in with a black pen. So I like going around my figures with a black pen, because when things are printed, black is not always a true black. So if you really want to define those black edges, it is nice to go around with just a pen to make it nice and dark. Okay, I had that extra little scallopy bit, so I decided I would stick it in between all the others. When I did stick down the scallops, I didn't glue the tops of it because I knew I might want to tuck things behind them still. And I'm really glad I did that, otherwise I would have torn my paper. All right, into the golden oldie sticker book, quote book. I found the word happiness and stuck it onto my little housey. Like I said before, my home is my happy place. So I thought the word happiness was perfect. And then I found a quote, the root of joy is gratefulness. Now I did look for a yellow quote with the word gratefulness, but I couldn't find one. So I'm just coloring this sticker in with a yellow paint pen. And then I'm going over the top with the black pen again, just to bring out the letters. Although you could still see them, but I like to make sure that you can read them properly. Doing a little bit of a border around them, scribbling around the edges to make them look like they are part of the page. And then I decided that my house needed a little bit of pizzazz because she was a little bit bland. So I colored in with yellow on my housey. And I didn't color the whole house because I do like the black and white elements on the page as well, just to break up all the brightness, add a little bit more contrast and interest. So she gets a yellow wall, a red roof, and I did add some blue details in as well, just a bit. Okay, now I'm going around the edges of the scallops with my black pen, just defining them, making them separate from each other because they were looking like they were blending in together a bit too much for me. And this little blue and green strip didn't go all the way to the edge, so I just used my paint pens again to draw those blue and green strips in to make the whole thing complete. Add some more black stripes. Okay. Now I'm going in with my archival ink pad. I'm going around all of the edges, just smearing some on and then smudging it. And right at the top by the cloud, I put too much down and it made a little bit of a smudge there. So my way to remedy that was to make more smudges and make it deliberate, just to make it look like they're supposed to be like that. And then I go in with a little white pen again, my paint marker, add dots to those black areas, and that's about it. In the end, I liked the page, but it was a struggle, so it's not my favorite page. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and see you later. Bye.